What is up, car addicts? In this video, we'll be customizing the newly introduced Chevrolet Corvette ZR1 and the Crew 2. So they did give us the C6, they didn't give us the C7, which I found kind of surprising. I thought they would have given us a C7, but I'm not complaining. I really like the C6. I wish they would have given us both, to be honest, because I do like both of those cars a lot. You see I parked the C7 across from it that I customized in my other video. They're both in the street car class, you can see. Now, if you're a season pass holder, you would have gotten this car on the 24th and free. Now, if you're not a season pass holder, you'll get it a week later, and it will cost you 440,000 in-game currency, which is bucks. So in this video, we'll be taking a look at the manufacturer colors. They're going to be taking it outside for a stock top speed run, and then a maxed out top speed run, and of course the visual parts. So, without further ado, let's get into the manufacturer colors. So here we have the white, black, silver, dark red, gray, and orange, which I think looks pretty good. It's like bluish silver, red, yellow, and then of course the famous blue it was unveiled in. So in this video I'm going to be going for like a white and blue color combination. So I'm going to be doing the white. Okay, moving on to the visual parts. Just a fair warning, I did go through the visual parts already before the car was, well, when it came out. Because I was really excited. I love Corvettes and I really wanted to see what the game had before I made the video on it. So I did buy some of the parts already, so you might see them being free for me. But just so you can kind of get a rough idea, each part is about $4,000 to $6,000. It's really not that much money. Remember, it's a street car. It's not a hypercar. On the hypercar, the parts are like $40,000 to $50,000. On these, they're $4,000 to $6,000, so it's not much. And another thing I want to mention is, like, this goes hand in hand with seeing all the parts already. I really don't like the parts that they've made for this car. Most of them are kind of poorly made, in my opinion, and you're going to see now. So just a fair warning before you proceed with the video. If you want to leave the video, I fully understand, but I'm going to keep most of the car stock. But I will show you all the parts, so you will see all the parts. So hood, we have this one with the 2 heat extractors and hood pins. And then this one has 5 vents, that's just overdone. Carbon stock, and then carbon variants of the other 2. There you go there. I'm going to do the stock. Front bumper, carbon headlights, I like that a lot. And then this one, larger grille with large canards. This one is very similar to the stock one, but with the intakes where the fog lights used to be, and then a exposed splitter bracket to reinforce it, which I'm not really too much of a fan of that. And here we got the carbon with the headlights, same thing. And then this one is got the exposed intercooler and then oversized intakes. I'm not really a fan of that. So again, I'm gonna go stock, but with carbon headlights. Okay, so I'm not going 100% stock. Okay, I know some of you will complain, "Hey, left it stock. What's the point?" You know, I'm doing little subtle touches. I'm not going crazy with it. So here you got a very slight wide body, so you can see how the fender pops out there a little bit. And you can also see if you focus on the ZR1 vent, you'll see that getting larger as well. And then if you look on the fenders themselves, you'll see these gills. There's like too many. It's a ridiculous amount of vents. Yeah, not really feeling that, but there's something at the rear that will match this, so I'm kind of forced to put it. It is what it is. Wheels, so you have the stock ones. So these are all the manufacturer wheels, which I'm really glad that they have the manufacturer wheels in this game. A lot of games don't do that, and I'm glad they give us most of the ones that were offered on the C6. So these are actually the C6 Z06 wheels. These are the base model C6 wheels, Grand Sport wheels, and then another base model C6 wheels. And then the rest of them are just the in-game wheels. Now, if you want to see how the in-game wheels look on this car, I'll put that at the end of the video, and I'll scroll through all of them at this angle so you can kind of pick and choose which one you like. So you cannot make the stock wheels black, which really made me mad, and they didn't have that as an option. So in this game, they actually do have the ZR1 wheels here. It's been in the game since day one. There they are right here. But you don't have the Corvette center cap. But I mean, it's not too bad. You're not going to notice that much. So I really want to paint these black. Let's do that. One up, one down, maxed out, down, there we go. Looks a lot better. And then we're going to do the blue calipers to kind of match our white and blue theme. There we go. And then side mirrors and the carbon. Side skirts, so you have the stock carbon side skirts. And then you have these extended, it's like look at that, oh yeah, it extends out. And then it adds this oversized fin. I was really disappointed that they made this fin so large. I mean, look at that, it's past, if you look at it from the sides, it's literally towards the tire. That's just overdone. It should have been a lot shorter than that. I really wish they wouldn't have done that, but stock it is. And then rear fender, what I was talking about, the rear, so we got the big booty. That is awesome. I actually like that a lot. It looks really cool. And it removes the side marker light there, so it looks a lot more clean. Very nice. So now you can see why we put the front one. Rear wing. So you have this carbon wing, which has these little shocks. I was wondering why it had that, and if it actually did anything, like an active arrow. I tested it outside, it doesn't do anything, so I guess it's just there for looks. And then this one is the carbon one. I might be wrong, I'm sure some of you will correct me in the comments. I think that at high speed, in real life that is, that makes the wing squat down, which gives you less downforce, which should increase your top speed. I think that's what it's for. So yeah. So I like the little ducktail. I wish they would have had a carbon version of a stock ducktail, but I'm sure in the vinyl editor you can kind of do that yourself, so it's not too big of a deal. I'm gonna leave it stock there. I'll probably do it carbon later on myself. Rear bumper. So this is interesting to say the least. So they have like a retro styled split window integration, which I'm not really feeling. That does not go with this car at all. This is our first different rear bumper, it's like the diffuser area. So they made that portion carbon. And then the exhaust tips, oh my god, look at that. The exhaust tips are inside of the carbon fiber. What the heck? Oh, actually no, they cut it out. Oh, I could barely see it at the other angle. That's a very tight fit. Okay. And then that's that there. And then here we have only dual exhaust tips, and they're a weird shape. They don't really go with the car in my opinion. I like how the quad exhaust tips go with the quad tail. I like that a lot. Here's another one. So this one's kind of like the mid-engine Corvette a little bit, the newer one. The test mules, you know how they have the exhaust tips, the dual exhaust tips to the sides. This one doesn't look too bad. And then, yeah, this one with giant exhaust tips. And then I would have put this one, but they put chrome rings around the tail lights. Why? Why'd they do that? And you can't, there's no option without it. It's really annoying. I'm not sure why they did that. It looks very cheesy. It looks like a 90s car with a lot of chrome. It just looks so strange. So I think I'm going to go with the, I want to go with quad tips. And I don't like the giant diffuser that sticks out. Like what? Look at that. It sticks out like a foot. That's ridiculous. So a lot of you are going to bash me in the comments. Do your worst. So stock it is. And interior color. Go through the interior colors here. Red, light brown, brown, silver, like a close to white. And then a blue, and then a yellow. So I'm going to be doing the blue, but don't worry, I'm not going to keep it all blue. This looks ridiculous. So we're going to tone it down here. So you can see it starts removing it little by little. And boom, it removes pretty much most of it in that one. This one puts the blue to the outer parts of the seats and removes it from the dash. And this one is only blue stitching in the interior. I think this one has a nice balance, not too much blue and just enough so where you can see the contrast from the outside of the car. So I'm going to be doing this one. Interior materials, so you can, right now it's mostly leather, and then you can switch to pretty much all of it suede, which I'm not really too much of a fan of, so I'm going to keep it all leather. And then the interior, you have this one like a silver, and then you can make it carbon. And you can also see, if you look at the trying to get it here, the gauges, look, you can see them also changed the edge in carbon. That's a nice little detail there. Now they didn't do it on the ones on the steering wheel. Like, they got the gauges, but they didn't look at the steering wheel that has that same color as well. So I don't think it puts it anywhere in the interior. I think it's just there. Yeah, it's just there. Okay, so carbon, and then you have the gloss black. I'll do the carbon there. And let's see how it looks all together. Not bad. It really needs that carbon rear wing. That will really finish it off. Yeah, let's go ahead, and you can see here that it is 100% stock. Perf Level 208 out of 280. Top speed 205 and power 638. Alright, let's take it off for a drive. Wow, what the heck? My car has like mud all over it. That's weird. Alright, see how it sounds. It sounds good. It sounds like definitely like a Corvette. Look at that. It sounds so good. Again, keep in mind this is 100% stock. Right, uphill here. Bus, bus, bus. The road's a little wet, so it's a little harder to control. Yeah, it drives pretty good. Definitely very loose, I guess you can say. So it's one of those cars that you can definitely mess around with, drift around, and slide around corners and all that. Alright, so we're going to do a stock top speed run here. Use nitrous at the very end. I'm pretty sure you've seen in most of my videos. I always use nitrous at the end. Alright, here we go. .205, and it's staying there. That's good. 205 it is. Not bad. Not bad at all for a stock Corvette. That's pretty good. Alright, let's max it out and see what difference. So you can see here, maxed out. 280 at a 280 perf level. Top speed up to 226. Power up to 770. 0 to 62.4 and a quarter mile in the nines. It's really good. Alright, let's see how it does. Oh my gosh, peg 240 there. That was awesome. It was dying down a little bit, but 240 in a Corvette. Are you kidding me? That's awesome. That is really cool. Wow. Well, I have driven it when the road's dry. The road's a little wet here, but this car is amazing to drive. It's a lot of fun. It's one of those cars that it kicks out when you take the corners, you give it gas, and the back end comes out a little bit. It's just a lot of fun to drive. Turn the traction control down a little bit, and it is a absolute blast. Now, it's not very competitive. You're not going to be competing in the street car class with the F12 and the Huracan that well, and the R35 GTR maxed out. It's just not going to happen. But you can drive it around, have some fun with it. That's what this car is made for, purely fun. I mean, it is definitely track worthy, but not against the Huracan and an F12. It's just not gonna happen. I mean, it's a 2009 ZR1. Maybe with the newer ZR1, I think it would have had a better chance, but the older one, not really too much of a chance there. Anyways, guys, hope you enjoyed the video. Thanks for watching, and as promised, here are all the options for the C6 ZR1.
Can I be your superhero?